Hello and welcome to Yami Shibai podcast, hosted by me, the Germ, and the most exquisite gentleman with me.
Indubitably, it's me, Ghosty.
I imagine that is a tiny, tiny hat instead of a full-size one.
I was picturing a full size top hat.
Oh, I know you will, but I like my tiny top hat better.
I like that you're sticking to the accent for the rest of the
Oh,
episode.
for
I
the
guess.
entire rest of the this going over. Oh yeah, definitely this discussion.
What do you call that? The old
Dedication.
time TV
Oh,
accent.
I don't remember. Did you hear that
Mm-mm.
was a fake accent
Oh,
they made to sound like it's like I say fake, like but it wasn't from a region, it was made up to sound like higher class.
it's
And that's
called the
what
transatlantic accent.
yeah.
I
Isn't that
think
weird?
I heard a theory that it was because the sound quality wasn't that good back then. So if you spoke like that, it was easier to
Fuck.
understand, like more articulate.
And we're back. I'm sure that was nothing. All everything ultimate gentlemanly. Certainly.
Minor technical details. No one needs to know.
No one's pants fell down around their ankles.
uh,
So you're talking about the accent?
yeah, I think it made them easier to understand.
Uh, the history I saw behind it is that it was a made up accent that rich people adopted because they thought it made them sound more like high class than everyone else.
I thought it was only on TV and radio, though.
It wasn't only, but that's where it was
Mm,
mainly popular.
interesting. What's the modern equivalent of this?
Beverly Hills?
Kinda, yeah, yeah. Saying like a lot. I don't think there's really like that stereotypical hills, like what do they call that? Valley girl accent. I think that's kind of dead now.
Any accent that gets popular has its edges shaved down and then just becomes like,
True.
yeah. Anyway, shall we begin this Valley
Yeah.
Girl review?
Next time we'll do Valley girl accents.
Oh, I could totally pull that off.
You just did.
Oh, I
Totally.
I didn't say our names. My name is the Germ.
You said it, and
Did
I'm
I?
Ghosty.
Oh, sure. Okay. That was like hours ago, but before we had the technical difficulties, though. Yes, hours. Anyway, step right up and have a look. It's time for Yamashibai. Episode 11. I'm the only one. I'm the only
Okay.
one.
Number one, baby. You're not first, you're last.
We join our main character, staring at herself in the mirror while obsessing over her hair, which she loves so much.
Her hair does kind of look like your hair, actually.
Uh
Similar color.
oh. Uh oh. Should I obsess about my hair? Yes.
We all know you do.
Her coworkers tell her how beautiful it is, and one of them brings up how her hair won a contest once.
That's normal.
I've heard about hair contests all over the place. They even point out it looks good when she cuts it, but she hasn't visited a salon anytime recently.
Strange.
And it looks pretty long. She's at home now, brushing her hair in a full size mirror, thinking of buying an expensive treatment for her hair because she's so worth it. Unlike those other girls at work who could never have such outstanding hair, who she only hangs out with because she's so much better looking than them.
I just noticed that there's like an award for hair behind
Oh,
her. You
I never noticed that.
see? She's got an
that's
obsession.
that's so funny. She talks to reflection that she's the fairest of them all. No, wait, she's the prettiest. She's at work probably the next day. I'm not sure. Probably.
We'll say yes.
Yeah. Uh, she's at work working on herself in the mirror again. When her coworkers walk in, they they act awkwardly around her and ask if she's trying a new look. but she's the same. And they bring up her hair is a lot shorter, which is totally 100% working. Like, totally working.
They're good friends. They're supportive.
She flies into a rage because she's a good friend too, saying, I have not cut it, and runs out of there like a sane person.
Yes, of course.
She's back at home now, angrily combing her hair. Those jerks at work must be jealous.
That's what it is. They're gaslighting her.
It's the best way. She very sanely tells her mirror self, they look pathetic. Right, me? Because we all talk to ourselves in the mirror like that.
Those are very sane eyes, also.
But her reflection suddenly changes. Her mirror self starts talking, saying, I'm not you. I don't need you anymore.
Ooh, spooky.
And while taking out a pair of scissors, the mirror self says, so you can die now. While the one out of the mirror freaks out about her short, badly cut hair, which I think
That
totally works for her.
the actual horror is the short, badly cut hair.
That's what she's obsessed with. She's just going on about her hair, not the existential crisis of mirror self looking to kill you. I'm the only one that needs to be perfect, the mirror self says, bringing the scissors out, ready to cut her. Yet all she can say is, give me back my hair. We hear a snip. And it's the end.
Oh, what an ending. It's interesting you pointed out at the end there that when her reflection is threatening her, that she's only worrying about her hair. I didn't make that connection while I was watching it.
She's just, her personality is her hair. Like, that's what her personality is.
It's just like when I first watched it, I seen where it was like a vanity thing, like she was more obsessed with her appearance. But yeah, it's definitely more hair focused specifically.
I think, like, appearance is, like, secondary to hair, but her, like, she thinks her looks are because of her hair, if that makes sense.
Well, they definitely sent it home with the she needs to have trophies for her hair behind her
I've,
in the mirror thing.
I've never noticed. I need to get myself a fake trophy about hair.
Hey, you can do that. You can buy a trophy for anything you want. So
Oh, yeah.
don't let society restrict
Do you
the
remember
awards you give
what I
yourself.
bought Clayton on Twitch?
Uh, no, I remember you buying a trophy, but I can't remember what it was.
It's a plaque. He likes having a competition of every year how many poops he's had, and we all very joyously engage. Most of us do, actually. Like, seriously.
Do you get to hold the trophy for the year if you guess correctly?
The first year they did that, but the other years people haven't wanted to because they were people outside our group who won.
Oh,
I won. I bought him the plaque, and I haven't won yet.
Someday.
I want to be on the plaque so badly. Yeah, it's quite of a joyous event. It's the probably above Christmas for us at the end of the year.
It's up there for sure. This seems like the opposite of a beautiful hair award, actually, when I think about it.
The beautiful shit award. Do you see why I think this one is about this episode?
Kind of. It looks like the hair girl, but there's a chair and a window.
I think
that
that's a
don't remember
mirror.
seeing. A window has like that, like
I'm not sure what the
left
thorns
right
is
kind of
about.
cross in it.
Yeah, I think it's thorns. It could be broken, but like I think that's the mirror behind her.
What kind of mirror has like a cross pattern on it though?
A large mirror?
No, I think it's a window.
Oh, you're talking about the top bit?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the bottom there where you think it's a chair.
Oh yeah, that could be a mirror.
Yeah, yeah, the top
agree.
bit's definitely not a mirror.
One thing I just thought of is, does every scene in this episode take place in a mirror until the very end?
Oh, almost all of them. Do you want to go take a look?
Yeah. except for the last one.
So that's one no. Here, you hold up your finger for yes. 'Cause I need one of my hands.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. No.
No. Myth busted.
Yeah. That's a mirror's reflection.
Yeah.
That's in a mirror's reflection. That's a mirror's reflection. That's from the yeah. I'd say that's in front of the mirror. That's in front of the mirror.
That
That
could be. It's got
could
some like
be.
fogginess.
It could be. And of course, that's not.
So they kind of ruined it with that one scene where she says, "I didn't." Or I guess that could be a mirror too. It's got the fogginess again.
It could be a mirror shot.
Yeah, but not sure.
There's for sure only one scene where it's not the mirror.
Yeah,
Wait. Yeah, yeah.
that's got the fogginess too, though. So maybe it's not myth busted.
Most of the episode is with a mirror, though.
It's an interesting, it's like gimmick, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you think her job was?
I think her job was some kind of like general public service. That's that kind of outfit kind of said to
Hmm.
me.
Like flight attendant or something?
Like maybe at a desk.
But why did they have
McDonald's.
put the fries in the bag, bro?
Where's your hairnet?
Anything else stood out to you about this episode?
uh, so I have a few notes. So
Mhm.
an episode about hair, fun.
Yeah, there's so many hair episodes. Actually, you're
Hey,
right.
you mentioned, yeah, I actually didn't mean it in that way.
What did you mean?
Just like, oh, it's about hair, yay. But like, yeah, this is like the third or fourth, if not more. I guess hair is traditionally like urban legend.
Yeah, and I guess there's like that Japanese ghost that has like long black hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, classic there. My question is, where did that mirror get scissors? I think she was set up.
True. The mirror betrayal ghost thing is kind of interesting. It's like
It's
that,
classic.
yeah, that classic thing of when you look in the mirror and it's kind of dark and you're like, wait, is that actually me? Very creepy moment.
And your mirror self never looks away from
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean that makes sense.
you. Hey, some people's minds are blown when they learn that. If you look in the mirror, your mirror self's never looking away from you.
Depends how many mirrors you have, I guess.
Have you ever seen the trick of you take a piece of paper, you put it on top of a mirror, and then you take an object like an egg and then place it behind it, and then you
Mhm.
put your face flat against the glass. You can see on the other side of the paper the whatever you put there.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny that I mean I can see why people find it mind blowing.
There's a very
Actually,
logical explanation, but
Hmm.
it is very mind blowing.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird.
And we're not going to explain it here because it's
Isn't it like
ghosts.
the light still reflecting off the thing and then hitting the mirror by the
Yeah, there's a like a reflection point between your eye
yeah.
and the thing you see. Shh. No one has to know.
How do the mirror know though?
How does the mirror know it's behind the paper? Another note I have. This is my last note. We've talked about everything else. So, how did we see the main character with long hair the entire time if it was being cut short? Were we seeing it from the villain's point of view? It's kind of confusing.
I guess we were seeing her from her own perspective, and if we were seeing everything through the mirror, then
Ah,
maybe that was like how she viewed herself or something.
I could see that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Um, so I thought of this first, and there's going to be a comment that comments on this as well.
Mhm.
Sets up, but that makes so much sense. That like we're seeing her in the reflection, which is saying how she sees herself.
It kind of gives a lot of meaning to seeing out the whole episode through the mirror too.
But what do you think she was combing?
Just like her shoulder.
Oh, my hair's so beautiful.
Like maybe her hair actually wasn't as beautiful as she thinks it was. She was just looking in the mirror thinking it was beautiful the whole time.
Well, we did establish in our headcanon that she bought herself those best hair trophies.
It does seem like something a crazy person would lie about. I
Mm-hmm.
won best hair in Hair magazine. Yeah, sure,
It's released every hair day.
bro.
Anything else to say about the episode?
That's one bad hair day.
Oh, that should have been at the end of this episode. Oh, but that's funny. Hey, time for some comments. You want to shoot first?
Quiora, I regret going first, said, "Lol, even her reflection couldn't stand her anymore."
Yeah, yeah. Everyone got
Mm.
tired of her for good reason.
I think that the reflection was just,
As obsessed with itself as she was.
yeah, it was like the distilled form of her self obsession. Got so self obsessed that it cut off the non mirror version.
Oh, I agree, but I just thought this comment was funny.
That too.
This is from Trade. I think
Go ahead.
this. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think this is symbolic, meant that when you hold your image above all else, the real you ceases to exist as you entirely consumed by an image you created. She wasn't openly narcissistic. She acted humble around the other girls, creating the false image of a false self. The girls seeing her hair get shorter and shorter could represent them starting to see her true intentions, leaving the false
Mm.
image they believed in before more beautiful than her true self. I love this comment.
Mm. I think that's a pretty
Yeah.
accurate uh, kind of assessment of what you're supposed to take away from this episode.
Great. Now we have no job left to do. We have to go home. We'll leave the rest of the episode to you there, Trade. It's very well thought out.
We should get Trade on the podcast. Special guest appearance.
I'd be down. And they only commented 3 years ago.
Yeah, they're probably still alive. Prince.
Before you read this was a reply to a comment I couldn't find.
Oh,
So
must have been deleted.
you'll have to. You think if it was deleted, it'd be deleted off here too. But you'll have to say which one you're reading.
So Prince Utena replied to Mono Jumal,
Who
and Mono
said
Jumal said,
it?
"I guess her bad personality and extreme narcissism created a beast." Princess Utena replied, "I agree with this interpretation."
I just thought the original was good. Not that Prince what's their face wasn't didn't have a good comment as well, but
Well, they preserved the history if the original one disappeared.
and we respect that. Thank you. Oh, that was all the comments. There wasn't many this week.
I mean, this is another one of those episodes that's kind of slow progressing, so I can
Yeah,
see why there's not that much to say.
yeah. And that one comment just took all the steam from everyone else. And what are you supposed to
Yeah,
say
that's
after
true.
that?
They nailed the whole thing. Shut it down. Lock the thread.
But now it's time for a germ tangent. So I thought it'd be fun to have some other examples of mirrors being used in other media. Any guesses what will pop up?
There's that horror movie where they like see something in the mirror. It happens to them. I can't remember what it's called.
I'm not sure. Could it be Bloody Mary?
No, spooky.
But that's a classic one, right? Bloody Mary?
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid. I think I tried it. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
So
Have
disappointing.
you ever heard this psychological trick that they think is happening for like one with urban legends with mirrors like Bloody Mary?
Is it the thing like where it's like a certain amount of darkness so you can barely see yourself? Your brain kind of gets freaked out.
That is part of it. It's also that if you stare at your reflection long enough, you kind of get like your brain gets bored, so it kind of
Mm.
like gets distracted, which can cause weird effects in the mirror.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah. So the darkness would contribute to that.
Yeah, I don't think I did it the right way when I was a kid. Isn't it like you're supposed to at midnight say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror with the lights off or
I
something?
don't remember it being time specific. I thought it was just that you light a candle, you turn off all the lights in the washroom, you go up to the
Mm.
mirror and you go, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Mary Bloody, and I'm joking about that. And then you're supposed to wait and see if anything happens.
uh, spooky.
But it's a classic for a reason. Anywho, and then we have Evil Dead, where he fought his mirror self.
Oh, that was in like the second one or something, wasn't it?
So I was trying to confirm which one it was from, and the first one and second one are so similar that I couldn't tell. It might be in them both.
Mm.
Yeah.
The only one I can really remember is the Army of the Dead one. I can't remember what
In
that
the
was
third
called.
one, where they did something unique with the mirror self, they had him break the mirror before it could make a double of himself, and then a bunch of little ashes came out to attack him.
Okay, this is the one I was remembering
Yeah,
because that was the one that I liked the most. Was the third one?
I like them all for different reasons. The first one's a best horror movie. The second one is the best combination of horror and comedy, and the third one is the best comedy out of them.
It's just so weird feeling.
Mm-hmm. They're all fun though. I like them all in different ways.
It's such a strange series.
Did you ever hear how this why this first and second one are so similar?
No,
Uh, the creator, I can't remember his name at this very moment.
he's
Uh,
famous, but
he's very famous. Uh, he didn't have the rights to the original, so but he had the rights to the name.
yeah.
So when he
So
made
his like
these,
rebuild.
yeah, so he made the second one and remade the first one in in the second one.
Wow, confusing.
But The Evil Dead as a horror franchise, it doesn't have any bad movies in it, which is weird.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's two sequels as well. Well, I guess they're more. I don't know what to
TV
call them.
shows.
No, one's a TV show. But oh no, there's the TV show and then more movies.
Uh,
The
I don't know
one
what
that
those
came
are.
out like 2010ish, I think is okay. I never got big into it. The TV show I absolutely loved,
It was good.
and the new movie that came out last year, I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard amazing things about it.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that, and I thought it was the TV show was still on.
Ah, yep.
Okay,
No, it's a new movie.
makes sense.
Spoilers: there's a cheese grater scene.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about
I don't know how I'm gonna handle it either, but
that.
I've heard people talk about it. Oh God!
Too much.
And now we have a book from Goosebumps.
Let's get invisible. Sounds so fun.
Right? Oh, do you want to read the description?
Features a mirror that turns you invisible, but if you stay invisible too long, your reflection forces you to switch places.
Oh
Ooh,
no!
cool concept. Had you heard of this, or did you remember this? I don't remember this
No, I
one.
didn't remember this book. This was from research.
Uh,
But Goosebumps, it's so fun, and there's so many of them.
Kind of too many.
Yes, like it's not a good series to read, but like they're made to be read individually,
Honestly, they were pretty scary for something that was targeted at kids.
right? I really find media interesting that's like horror stuff that's made for kids.
I kind of think these could pass for adult horrors, to be honest with you. It's just the way
Some
they're
of them,
presented with the
yeah.
art and stuff makes you accept that it's acceptable for kids.
Some of them are definitely feel more adult. But we can't talk about fiction on the show without bringing up anime. This is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I believe, 5 Stardust Crusade, where there's an enemy in the mirror that like if it attacks your reflection, it also hurts you.
Oh,
Those
sounds
powers,
like some kind
those
of video game boss.
yeah, those powers in the show get wild.
Huh, creative.
If you've never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I would advise it. It's crazy fun.
Too long.
That's fair. And we have a video game entry from Celeste.
That's a big part of the Celeste story, actually.
Yeah, like just facing yourself. Very classic.
It's a very simple yet effective story.
Oh man, I love that game so much.
Oh, so good.
Anywho, and now comic strip. This is pretty much what happens in this episode, right?
It is actually, except you have to reverse it.
Okay. Do you want to be Mirror Self or Garfield?
uh, I'll be Mirror Self because he's got
Okay.
less lines.
Strutting around. You want to
Stop
be
right there.
oh,
You are looking great today.
back at you.
What I do?
And I don't feel bad for showing this because apparently the creator is a terrible person.
Huh, who knew?
You know, like 80% of celebrities.
I feel bad for watching the Garfield movie last year.
I've heard the Dilbert comic strip is worse, so yeah, there's no winning. There's no winning. If we ever get famous, one of us will end up being a terrible person. It's just how it is.
True, yeah. It's gonna be me.
Chances. What do you want to be caught for?
I'm ready. I don't know.
You love skydiving naked. Oh, how dare you!
I think people would understand that.
It'd be cold, man. It'd be cold.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't understand that. So, themes and metaphors, Ghosty.
Yeah, don't be vain and get self obsessed because eventually your looks will fade and then you'll be left with nothing.
That's basically what I had. Obsessing over yourself isn't healthy, and age will just take that away anyway.
Yep, the mirror is not forever.
And that dang comment stole our glory. It said it so much better than we could.
Well, they could have used more punctuation in their comments. I'm not gonna lie, but
that means it was off the cuff. Said better than us.
that's true. Yeah, they were just typing in a fury.
Right? That makes it worse.
Well, that's how I do every single one of these podcasts. So
I am the planner, and
we're in the same boat.
And they did it better than me. Oh, yeah, not a very deep episode. It's pretty straightforward.
Deep, but like easy to interpret, I guess.
So, Ghosty, what is your personal score?
I gave this one a 6. It could have been a little bit more exciting, but you know, it's kind of creepy, I guess. So decent.
I complete agreement. I gave it a 5. I mean, it's classic for a reason, but like, for me, it got docked a point because it wasn't an interesting monster.
Just the whole episode in general wasn't really that interesting.
It's a classic for a reason, but it's just not like my kind of boat. Gives us a nice 11, which feels fair.
Pretty good
for the episode. So the next episode is called "The Last Bus."
Ooh, this is another classic concept. You're at the bus stop late at night.
Yeah.
The last night bus shows up. You get on. You're the only one. Maybe there's one other creepy passenger.
Oh, you're nailing it so far.
I think there's a SpongeBob episode about this.
Yes. But what happens on the bus?
Could be anything.
For the record, there is no way you're gonna call what happens.
The red shoe thing flies through the window from the previous episode.
From last season. Yeah. Hit the taxi, bounced off. No, he threw it out the window. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He threw it out the window to this episode.
It goes into the bus.
No, it's not that straightforward.
This is an interesting concept, at least.
I'll look forward to seeing everyone's interpretation of the episode. Let me put it like that.
Oh, that makes me excited.
So thank you for joining me, Ghosty.
I'll see you next time on the last bus.
Remember, everyone, we're catching the last bus. That's where we meet.
Not the second last bus.
Not the first.
Last one.
Last one. Thank you for being you all. Bye.